Attention, please. It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
What's happening on a Friday, everybody? I just randomly came on here and no warning or anything. It's about 1:42, and I'm gonna talk about something pretty simple. Hopefully, you guys will kind of catch this. I'll stay on for a little bit and see if anybody this hits anybody's news feed. And I'm gonna talk about some of the reasons why most people fail in their business. And it's okay to fail, but it's not okay to continue to fail and fail and fail and not make any type of progressive changes. So what I'll do in this video is we just kind of come on and talk about some of the reasons why some of us may end up failing in some of our ventures, and kind of share some best practices with you, just as far as marketing standpoint or business standpoint, on how we can change that narrative. How can we get you to success at a faster point? So let me see if anybody's on here. And again, if you're on here, definitely comment below so I can shout you out and say hi to you. And then if you are here, let me know where you're watching from so I can kind of see who we're reaching here. So let's kind of jump into it. So the number one reason, let me see, Miss Sullivan is here. So the number one reason why most people will fail in business is they believe that there's only one way to be successful. So what I mean by that is some people have been doing business the wrong way or one way for so long that when changes around us evolve, we don't evolve with the changes. Like, example, there are some people now who are in network marketing companies and they do not use a capture page to this day. They don't even use a marketing system to this day. And what is happening is they're sending people to a company page and they're having to do a lot of extra work to convince people that that company page is their business. I literally would be embarrassed to send someone to my company page on the first shot. You know why? Because a company page is so confusing, right? There's no flow. It's all over the place. Most of your MLM company pages, I've never seen any MLM company page where it was just a basic, great way to market. When you send people there, you're sending them there to die. I've seen in posts where people will, put their company page in the post, and then people go there and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like they're killing their chances of success. So one of the things that you're doing to fail is you are failing to update the way you do business. Like, why would you put a company in front of yourself? Because what happens if you leave that company? You don't have the contacts, you don't have the marketing, and are you teaching somebody are you teaching someone something that's duplicatable? So for instance, let me just kind of show you the flip side. If you join a company, you might be a good speaker. Check. You might be a good person. And there's my best bud right there, Sugar Coco. So you might be the best speaker in the world. You might be the best video person in the world. Heck, you might even be the best writer of post. But is it duplicatable? Yes, best friend on the planet. And again, I have, right here, Sugar Coco is a very good marketer. And so if we don't continue to evolve our business or give ourselves the right tools, then what we do is not duplicatable. Like, let's just be honest. Howdy, Dan, how you doing? A shout out to my best friend on the entire planet. No, so if I'm your best friend on the entire planet, you're my best friend in the universe. And there's my bestest hostess, Diana Anderson. So, but to the point is, no matter how good you market, if you're on a team, if you're building a team, if you're trying to expand your business, if what you do is not duplicatable, then it's going to be hard for people to duplicate your success. I realized this a long time ago, maybe 5 years ago, when I'm in a company and, maybe I can speak well, maybe I can do videos well, but the other person can't. So if they can't do that and they think that's what they're going to have to do to be successful, then it's going to be tough for them to be successful. So we have an opportunity now, which is we have a platform called NowSite, where I build everything on there. I build everything. And the reason why is this. And we were talking about this, Coco, on the other day of marketing systems. What happens is this. I can go out, I can make a video that converts really well. I can make a page that converts really well. I can do an autoresponder that converts really well. But you know what? If I cannot share that exact same machine that I've created, we're going to call it a machine, with you, then it doesn't matter how good it is, because it's only going to be good for me, but it's not going to be good for you. So when we're failing in business, it's because, number one, we might be good, but you might be failing because your team is not good. You might have a team full of people, but if they're not producing, then guess what? You're still failing. So you have to be able to have people beyond you that can produce. And you have to have a way where your business can still be functional 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, for those of you who are in affiliate marketing or network marketing companies, I ask you this question. If you don't have a system, what happens if someone comes to your website at 2:00 in the morning and they've never met you? Maybe they found your post, maybe they found your YouTube, and they hit your website at 2:00 in the morning, never meeting you. My question to you is, would they be able to learn about the company? Would they be able to submit their name and email to you? And would they be able to walk through that entire process and completely convert into a new team member or a new customer? Ask yourself that. Can someone go to my website without me saying nothing and convert into a customer? The answer is, most cases, is not really. If you don't have that type of technology, or you don't have the type of tools, then you're going to be working a lot harder. So sending people to something that converts, whether you're involved or not, is the secret to making money in your sleep. And then being able to share that with a new team member who can do the same thing, they make money in their sleep. So you kind of see what I'm saying? If you have something that's amazing and only you can do it, it's not going to benefit your team. And a lot of times people fail to grow because you don't have the tools to grow. So let me show you what I mean. All right, I'm going to give you one funnel that I did that was very successful. And part of the reason why I like the NowSite products is because a person doesn't have to be a genius. They don't have to be a graphic designer. They don't have to be great at video. They can be completely awful at video. They could be completely awful at everything else, but it doesn't matter, because if I make something that does the work, you don't have to be good at everything. You don't have to be great. You can be developing your skills while making money. All you got to be is just willing to give people opportunity. And that's the easy part. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to dive into one of my sales funnels. I got many back here. And I'm not saying I'm the best funnel maker in the world, but I've been doing this long enough to where my experience plays a significant role in my success. I've done capture pages that stunk before. I've done, emails that sucked. I've just done videos that weren't good. But I learned from it. I didn't sit there and say, oh, I'll never be good at it. I learned from it. I learned, I evolved, I listened to feedback. And then, when people gave me feedback, I took it and ran with it. So for instance, give you guys a, little shot here. Like campaigns, all right? If you're in a business and let's say you're in a restaurant setting, right? How would you talk to that waiter or waitress. Because if you don't know, some of the best people that you'll ever have when you're a team and you're doing business are waiters and waitresses. Now, why is that? Well, because what do? They take your order and they understand how to deal with people. They understand how to take your order and transfer it to people. So if you understand how to deal with people and handle people, then what's going to be great is that's going to be great that you have that person on your team. So here's a funnel that I have. I have this funnel here. Show you this. So if I go to a restaurant and go to one today, I send waiters and waitresses here. It says, attention, waiters and waitresses. Free video reveals how to earn up to $1,000 per week or more without depending on tips or serving tables. Enter your info below. Now, that is a good campaign to build a business with. And it's duplicatable. If they get this system, they can have the same exact page. Other pages that I have, got a lot of them back here. Different ones. I had one for a Christmas special, but let me just kind of get some that I've used recently. I have one for, my Now Site business. So, Now Site, best deal on the planet. Thousands of happy customers read our reviews. Very simple, not a whole lot of information. I don't need a full website. I'm doing the advertising and marketing here. Has to be short and sweet, right? Has to be something that people are going to really pay attention to. Oh, my light is flickering. Oh, never mind. It went out. And so when you do things like this attracts people. It looks good on mobile. So you got to have systems that are duplicatable. Like, for instance, this page right here. I can send anyone, let them use this page, let them use the system, and it's duplicatable. So when you start being easy to duplicate, you'll find your success level will increase a lot higher. And that's the whole key to it. It's literally increasing your success rate so that other people can duplicate it. And so when you do that, that gives you a significant advantage. And so that's how you literally can stop failing in business. You have to be able to do something that another person can take the exact same thing that you did and have and duplicate it. Now, they're going to have the same results? No, because maybe the way that they, show it may be different. But what happens is if all is the same, if a person goes out and they advertise, the thing of being able to be duplicatable is having a person who has never seen what you're presenting before or never met you before, have them go to something and have it convert them either into a lead or all the way to a lead, then to a customer or to an affiliate. If you have that process working 24 hours a day and you can share that process, then you're going to create a team of successful people. If you're creating a success factory, then you're going to be successful. And I don't care how successful you are individually. That doesn't matter. It is how successful are you helping other people be? Because the more people that you are helping to achieve success, the more successful you're going to be. But in order to do that, in order to help people to achieve success, you got to give them something they can duplicate. And it has to be easy. Can't be anything great. You can't expect a new person into a business to go up and speak in front of people. You can't expect a new person that's in business to go and pitch something. They don't know how to pitch. You can't expect them to inbox their friends. So how do we attract people? How do we attract individuals or teach people how to attract? Well, it's very easy. What you got to do is you got to give them marketing materials. You have to give them things that they can place. So for instance, when I have a team, I do the marketing for them. Sometimes I make flyers for them. Sometimes I make things they can do. So I'm going to give you an example. If you're a person, let's say you're on my team and you're like, man, I have no idea how to attract people. And I'm going to look at your situation and say, okay, let's help you. So I'm going to give them something simple. I'll give them something like, let me share this with you. And again, your team has to be willing to work, but I'll give them something along the lines of this. Let me go to my content here and pull up my stuff here. So if I gave a person something, let's say like this, let me download this here. If I said, listen, why don't you put in your information here, and why don't you go to college or a busy place, and why don't you send this out to people? Why don't you make sure you get as many eyeballs that you don't know onto this flyer here? How would you do it? Would you let's say you went to Walmart. Let's say you put these out. Let's say you put these out at at job fairs. Let's say you put this out somewhere. Let's say you have this floating around. Let's say you had 1,000 of these circulating and you printed them, and you had these circulating with a number and a website on them. How much success do you think you would have if you had 1,000 eyeballs on this that didn't know you? And that's how we do it. And then this brings them to a system that would literally explain everything. And then there they go. That's how you can take someone with zero experience and have them making money, because you're going to make money when they make money. So this is how to stop failing. This is how to stop people on your team from failing. Use good marketing that can be duplicatable, that can be shareable. Remember, if you can't duplicate it, then it doesn't matter. That's how you duplicate yourself. That's how it's so easy to do it now. You don't have to do hotel meetings, or, maybe you want to do training Zooms for your team. So you have to be able to do something that's duplicatable and teach people duplication that works. And again, if people need to have personal touch, well, then you have Zooms ready to go where you can actually, Zoom someone live and let them invite, until they grow into that leader. They have to have progress. And that's where we can succeed at as entrepreneurs or with new people, having the progress. Go back here. So does that kind of make sense to everybody? And if you guys are watching or you're on here, how are you having success? And, like all the people I mentioned here that are in here, Sherry's having great success. Coco is success. Diane is very successful. So we have all successful people on here, and they're doing exactly what we're showing. They're making something easy and duplicatable so that the people that come behind them can use a success formula and get results. And that's what it's all about. So, I ask, most people, why are they still failing? And it's so crazy because I have people that are so hell bent on pitching me. They're in the inbox. And I can tell you this right now. If you pitch me and I go to a company website, there is no way on this green earth I'm taking a look at anything. Unless I know you. If I know you, it's something different. But if you're pitching me, I don't really know you, and you are inboxing me with a company page, I don't take you serious. I can't even look at it. I've told this to people before. They're like, hey man, check this out. Let me know what you think. And I'm like, I think no. I'm like, you ain't even see it yet. You ain't give it a chance. Well, you're presenting this to me, and you didn't even take the time to work on how you're going to present. You're going to stick a raw company link in my inbox and expect me to look at that garbage when you don't even take the time to make sure your presentation is good. See, people feel a little disrespected when you're just taking the links and throwing them up in there, and you got to make them do all the research. There's not a good presentation. You send them to a company site and it doesn't say anything. There's no good emails. It doesn't explain anything to them. They got to do research. And I mean, how do you think somebody's going to sign up if you're throwing a company link in their inbox? Hey man, what do you think about this? I'm confused. Like, what is this? So you need to have presentation prowess, right? You need to have, a presentation, a capture page that people can see, absorb, and understand easy. And so if you can do things like that, that's the beginning. Most people who watch this, many people on my page are experienced marketers, which is good. That means, they are good at this. But some people that come on my page are not. And, I see them kind of struggling. And so, I'm like, where is the point to where you stop failing and you start succeeding? Well, that point begins. So if you're interested, the marketing system that I use is called Nowsite. and it does. Don't know how to build a duplicatable page. They have expert page builders that can do it. If you don't know how to write an email, they have people that can write your emails. If you don't know anything about putting a system together, they can put systems together. If you need systems that are already together, we have systems that are already together. So if you're in that category that I just spoke about and your results have dwindled or you're pulling your hair out trying to figure, hey, just save yourself some pain and frustration and get something that works. We have tools where we train you on how to become a great marketer so you can be a content creator. So, but anyway, just wanted to kind of reach out on a Friday and give you guys some advice. You know, if you're failing in business, you don't have to. All you need is the right system. And when you have the right system, it's going to help you create results, and you share that same system with those who are part of your team, and it's going to help them create results. And again, you'll have a team of people who have a better chance of success because they have something that's duplicatable that is proven to work than trying methods their way that can mess up. Someone tries to explain a business to another prospect, they can completely mess it up. So you want to have the success and duplication together. So folks, hopefully you got something out of this. A very simple message, not too complicated. And this message is from mainly those individuals who have not adopted a system yet. And again, going forward, when I take a look at a business or an opportunity, if you're going to bring it to me, you better have it on a nice system. That's the only way we're going to look at it. But folks, thank you for checking me out. Happy Friday to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.